What innocent Google review revealed why you were paying double for car repairs? I left a simple 5-star review for my mechanic and accidentally exposed the biggest scam in our neighborhood. For 3 years, I'd been taking my Honda to this local shop called Pete's Auto because they were always so nice to me. The owner would explain everything in detail, show me the broken parts, and even gave me rides home while my car was being fixed. Last month, my transmission started acting up. Pete looked under the hood and shook his head sadly. Emma, I hate to tell you this, but your transmission is completely shot. It's going to cost about $1,200 to rebuild it. I nearly cried right there in his garage. As a single mom working at Target, $1,200 might as well have been $12,000. But Pete was so understanding. Don't worry, we can work out a payment plan. I know you're good for it. I was so grateful for his kindness that I immediately posted a glowing Google review. Pete's Auto saved my life today. My transmission died and Pete explained everything so patiently. Even though the repair cost $1,200, he's letting me pay in installments. So grateful for honest mechanics who care about single moms. Within an hour, my phone was blowing up. My neighbor Jake texted me, Emma, I just saw your review. $1,200 for a transmission? That's insane. Then my coworker Ashley called. Girl, my boyfriend's a mechanic. He says transmission rebuilds should cost maybe $600 tops. And that's at a fancy shop. But the message that really opened my eyes came from someone I didn't even know. Hi, I saw your review about Pete's Auto. I'm a mechanic at the shop across town. $1,200 for a Honda transmission is highway robbery. Bring your car to us for a second opinion. No charge for the inspection. I was confused and honestly a little defensive. Pete had always been so nice to me, but my friends kept insisting I get that second opinion. So the next day, I had my car towed to the other shop, feeling guilty like I was cheating on Pete. The new mechanic, Carlos, put my car on the lift and spent 20 minutes looking everything over. When he came out, he was shaking his head. Ma'am, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your transmission. Someone loosened a cable connection, that's all. 5-minute fix, no charge. My stomach dropped. But Pete showed me the broken parts. Carlos frowned. What parts? I described the greasy metal pieces Pete had shown me, claiming they came from my transmission. Carlos laughed, but not in a mean way. Those are generic junk parts, probably from a scrapyard. Your transmission hasn't even been touched. He reconnected the cable and my car ran perfectly. I drove straight back to Pete's, furious. When I confronted him, he got all defensive. That other guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You need that rebuild. Trust me, but I wasn't backing down anymore. Then why is my car running fine right now? Pete's face went pale. That's when I noticed something I'd never seen before. In the waiting area, every single customer was a woman. Young moms, elderly ladies, college girls. Not one man in sight. I started asking around the neighborhood. Turns out Pete had a reputation. He specifically targeted women, especially single moms, knowing we were less likely to question his diagnosis or get second opinions. The cable loosening trick was his specialty because it caused symptoms that seemed like major problems. My Google review started a chain reaction. Other women began sharing their stories in the comments. Brake jobs that weren't needed, engine repairs that mysteriously fixed themselves. Always targeting women, always with payment plans to seem helpful. Within a week, Pete's Auto had 17 one-star reviews from women who'd been scammed. The local news picked up the story. Turns out the state had received dozens of complaints about Pete over the years, but no one had connected the dots until my review brought everyone together. Pete's shop closed down last month. He's facing fraud charges and has to pay restitution to at least 30 women. Carlos hired 2 of Pete's former employees who were honest guys that had no idea what their boss was doing. Now I tell every woman I know, always get a second opinion, especially if you're being quoted more than a few $100s. And always trust your gut when something feels off.